Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. We have an urban Eastern Front fight for you all, somewhere in Eastern Germany, in a German city that's about to be overrun by the Soviets. Let's go through the players, shall we? Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, this is the map Osterbeck, I believe. We have Muru, obviously the Soviet Union, and Sakharov as tank division for the Soviet Union. No commander from Muru yet. We have Fiero as propaganda tactics for the Waffen-SS, calling in the Volkssturm to defend their homes, defend their fatherland, to try and keep the Bolsheviks at bay. And arranged Karma as Panzer Division for the Wehrmacht. Well, this is going to be interesting. No Comanches from Muru yet, we'll keep an eye on that. Now remember, there is a Spearhead tournament starting the 5th of August on the Spearhead Discord. It might be safe to actually also just say the 4th of August. Anyway, you can get access to it by going through the, getting to the Spearhead Discord, which you can get through the Spearhead Workshop page, which there's a link to in the description below. Anyway, let's focus on the battle. As the Volkssturm is or Storm Pioneers are engaging the conscripts on the southern flank immediately. Storm Pioneers should win that pretty easily. Looks like both fuel points are actually out in the open, making them incredibly difficult to fight on. And we have triple Volkssturm. So it looks like that Theo is gonna focus more on the Volkssturm and militia portion rather than combatant troops. But it looks like that arranged Karma is going for straight on grenadiers. So more elite combatant troops, well not elite, but basic troops. Conscripts from both Soviet players currently are rushing onto the field. Cheap infantry that will allow the Soviets to get some field presence early on. I like that's like a, what would you call railcars? Like railcars trying to run through the center of the city, but it's been destroyed already. Volkssturm are putting fire on the conscripts in the center here. And the Volkssturm are moving up on these sappers too. So the Volkssturm have been ordered to try and push back some of the Soviets. Storm Pioneers is still just ordered to hold the south here, most of it. And while the Wehrmacht is fighting up here in the north and outskirts of the city. Oh boy, it's not looking good for the Soviets here. Maxim's coming out for both Soviet players. MTO-8 coming out for the Volkssturm. The German machine gun of the First World War, also utilized by the Volkssturm in World War II. The Volkssturm utilized a lot of old equipment and scavenged equipment from other countries, if you were wondering. Like, many actually had hunting rifles rather than actual Kar-98s. Or many used old World War I rifles. A lot of fascinating little stuff there. Looks like the Soviet Skakov is getting von Taviki now. It looks like we have tank destroyer division for the other Soviets, so we're gonna see a lot of heavier Soviet vehicles later on, I think. And MTO-8 is gonna set up here. There's a window. There is. So he can utilize that to cover the central road. Maxim is moving up here. There's no windows on the flank there, so it's not the best building. Storm Pioneers still hold up down here.
Supply truck is ready for orders.
Kampfkraft Center for the Wehrmacht. Gonna allow them to upgrade veterans here in their troops. Would probably be actually a good idea to do for the Volkssturm, because that means you can get access to the Volkssturm's upgrades straight at the gate. Oh, the Soviets set up a demo charge here. Very forward-thinking. Grenadiers are setting up a wider combat front though. MT-42 set up as well, covering the fuel, so that's going to be nearly impossible to take. Especially because Soviets lack smoke grenades. Grenadiers are being mowed down by the Maxim though. Conscripts are rushing forward, but it's going to be an MG-42. He's already, yeah, and he's opening fire. MG-42 in ambush and then opening fire is exceptionally lethal. That's gonna keep the both fuels in German hands for a while. Volksturm still keep an eye along the front. Armored cars being prepared. Looks like the Volksturm are laying Regal mines, a good choice. Cheap anti-tank mine that only triggers on vehicles. It will always disable the tracks on the vehicle, no matter what. Very handy. And not the best cover with the wooden fence, but it will do. Probably can set up with some sandbags there later. He's really getting back to the sandbags afterwards, smart. Scout car present, he's arming the sappers with Thompsons. Oh, so he's gonna go in for a Thompson run, okay. Fascinating little thing. Looks like the Waffen is sitting up close to the base, smart idea. Not always a good idea to sit as far away as possible. Maxim is sitting up. It will take care of this Volksturm, but the other Volksturm is gonna have the chance to move in and throw a grenade. Because the Maxim has no support. Yeah, you should generally not move in without support. Now, I'm a bit dubious how well this is gonna do, because Volksturm have access to Panzerfausts. Like, the 50 cal here will definitely do a good job. But if the Volksturm can get close, they'll Panzerfaust it. He needs to be careful. Actually, staying like that. Oh, there was a Regal mine.
We shall fight as never before, Commander. Just give the order.
Looks like it survived, though. That might actually have been a shoe mine.
A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
Raid assault going in return. But Soviets might just have secured the southern fuel, at least for a brief while. Now, going tank destroyer is actually a very interesting thing for Frontaviki, because they get access to drum magazine PPSHs, which makes them exceptionally good. And I see marksman rifles being handed out to the grenadiers. That's an interesting choice. Could work. Oh, looks like the Volksturm is still a fourth base here. T60 being called in. Basically a Soviet light tank armed with an autocannon. Soviets are cut off the fuel. On this road apparently will cut off the fuel. We also have Panzer Grenadiers coming in now for the Wehrmacht. Very good combatant squad, versatile, can be armed for all kinds of jobs. Need veterancy though, so might be a good idea to try and invest in veterans.
Machine guns has been silenced.
Ah, yes, anti-tank guards here though, but they need to get close enough to use the Panzerfaust. Yeah, because the Soviets actually like using stolen Panzerfaust, if you're wondering. We also have some assault guards down here for the tank division. Tank division actually gets actually two types of guards: motor guards and assault guards. Very interesting stuff. Like this is the assault guard here. That other guy is the motor guard, which is actually much better at frontline duty. Oh, they're just waiting in ambush. They're very smart. Despite the Panzer II Lukes being there with binoculars, they're just staying hidden. Another T60 on the field. All the mine laying is actually a really good thing here for the Volksturm. It's buying them a lot of time. And we finally have the veteran squad arriving too. But it says veterans. A very good elite squad. They can only have one of in the field at a time. Can be equipped for all situations you need. You just need the munitions for it. Ah, good. He's
Yes, comrade.
waiting in ambush.
We need orders.
AT gun opening fire. They want to get rid of that Lux. Artillery being called in by the command Lux though. Having infantry support for the T60 is gonna make it perform far, far better. You should never rush your T60 or T70 up like you would in vanilla. It's not the same game at all, basically, in that regard. Oh, he's trying to destroy the cover! And autocannon might be a little bit slow for that, but I get the point. More opening fire in this area by the looks of it. Very accurate though, without any sight and spotting.
Heavy machine gun team, prepared for combat.
Command looks is moving up. Or just being present anyway. Panzergrenadiers armed with Sturmgewehrs. Gonna make them a lot more effective.
We have been assigned fresh Panzergrenadiers.
T60 has actually very long range for an autocannon. He just needs to be careful of all the potential legal mines. Veterans pushing up though. Down the open, that's would be the death of them. Yes, he's moving back behind cover again.
An anti-tank gun has taken the
More console for the Soviets T-34 being prepared. And I noticed that the northern German flank has barely any AT equipment. So I think a T-34 could overrun them. Oh. Lux is in trouble. Panzerfaust going out. And there it goes.
One of our AT guns has been neutralized.
E-60 is providing a lot of issues for the southern German flank. Volksturm trying to flank it. But that's not the job they're good at. Especially with sappers with Thompsons nearby. So much action today. Oh, Eagle Mine got rid of the T-60, nice.
Lost one of our armored vehicles.
It's good to see someone actually using a lot of mines. It's a very German thing to do. Ah, he's stealth capping. Very cheeky. And I don't think he's gonna be brave enough to stop it. Because it would leave him vulnerable. Especially with the T-34 on the field coming now.
The HQ has been upgraded. Medium armor and rocket artillery is
Holding artillery though to stop it. That's only gonna delay the inevitable. Second T-34 on the field as well. Heat shell going in on the MG. Oh! Surprisingly good heat shell. Panzerfaust being equipped with the Grenadiers. Might be a little bit late, but it'll do. Storm Pioneers are flanking. Oh, they have Panzerstrikes. But out in the open, suppressed, they'll not do much. Those some Volksturm have been directed to the northern flank as well. Southern flank is still trying to hold up. So the veterans are being armed with scoped STGs, no surprise. People like to use that upgrade. T-34 might push for the center here. Or at least provide some degree of overwatch. Yeah, MG08 is opening fire. High explosive going in though. Overshot. Soviets have secured an orphan fuel though, so that should start helping them out in the long run, hopefully. And the veterans here will be mostly of these other squads, thanks to their scope storm geweers at this range. So I don't think they are at risk of losing to any of this at these ranges. Boom on the field for the propaganda tactics. Oh, they are actually taking losses thanks to the double DPMs and the mortar. I suppose double DPM is a lot of firepower, but the Puma is moving up. These guys do have Panzerfaust though. And there we go, Puma down.
The enemy is trying to destroy us.
Command Stuk present here. I think the Germans will be able to take this point back.
The enemy has taken out
Or at least try to. Because Soviets do have T-34s nearby. And you should not underestimate T-34s. Not in Spearhead. Oh, excuse me. Wrong button. Oh, that's a 6-man command squad. That's right. A tank destroyer gets command officers or combat officers. That's something you see every day.
We need orders.
The T-34s need to be careful. It's only the Stuk though that's a threat. We're going in the center here. Flamethrower half-tag arriving for the Waffen SS.
We are awaiting orders.
Okay, that's the last one. Guard squad ready. Listen up, men.
Oxton pushing up again. Yeah, emergency free. That's very impressive. Grenade on the mortar. Killing the mortar. But the Vox limited. Artillery going in here. Looks like it's going to be illumination or fake. I'm not sure. Might actually have been a fake one. Yeah, it looks like it might have been fake. Manstuk is doing a good job keeping the Soviets at bay. This is an actual barrage though. Not a big one, but an actual one. Flamethrower half-track being aggressive. Panzerfaust to save them. German artillery going in return, immobilizing and destroying the forward base. These T-34s might be in trouble. Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers are preparing to move. Oh yeah, out in the open here, the Panzer Grenadiers will mow them down. Oh, they've actually been armed entirely for assault, MP40s and SDGs. Very dangerous. And good for the kind of environment they're fighting in, all honesty. Oh, high explosion shot there from the AT gun. T-34 threatening the other flank here. Grenade assault towards the tank though, I don't think would do much. Veterans are once again opening fire and they'll immediately start killing. So it's going to issue 76 on the southern flank. Issue 85 coming out for the it has an issue 85. Yeah, it is. Issue 85 coming out for the other Soviet flank. Very good tank destroyer. Definitely something that will put a threat to most of the German vehicles available. But these veterans are just cutting down everything. Propaganda artillery going overhead. SC-76 being loaded with high explosives. Always a good choice. Command looks pushing forward. Oh, I think I might have to pull like a Oh! Luckily I had one guy in the back there. Now there's more Regal mines though. So if the SU-76 push up too far, he'll just drive over these and die. T-4 pushing in though. Regal mine there, but it's completely missed them. Tank opening fire though. Didn't penetrate.
SU-76, go ahead. Enemy attacking SU-76.
One pack shot destroying the SU-76 though.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
The veterans though will provide the biggest issue here. Yeah, the veterans just mow down the Soviets. Mthis setting up though, I think. And that's gonna be enough. Yeah, the veterans have to get out of there. And they do so barely. And there's another Regal mine here. On the northern flank, the 85 has revealed itself. We also have Siberian troops in the fields. Elite recon infantry for the Soviet tank destroyers. Regal mine taking out the T-34, immobilizing it. Almost destroying it too. German infantry going for the 85. They're gonna try and Panzerfaust it. But the rail car and the Siberians are keeping them at bay.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Panzergrenadiers moving northwards. Ooh. Soviets have secured the southern field with a lot of casualties. So what's new? Probably needs to get those guards behind cover. Out in the open, those veterans will cut them down, I think.
Grenadier, ready for action.
Yeah, you can use the cover here. And it looks like they can both reinforce this place, thanks to the truck. 85 Ace on the field though. Looks like the SU-85 went down, I missed that. Guards trying to sneak up here. Can I Panzerfaust it? You can Panzerfaust it? I did not know that. That's one way you can sneak up with a tank destroyer then. Ace is pulling back. We'll definitely need repairs after that engagement. Ah, the veterans are suppressed. If they're suppressed, they will not be able to do much. So good job on these guards here. Ah, they pull back behind, okay.
Officer, ready to be deployed.
Panzergrenadiers will mow down these conscripts, I think. Oh, good job with that Molotov though. He needs to get out of there. You don't want to risk losing them. Oh, he stopped. Oh, that's not good. There he goes. More Panzergrenadiers pushing up to the front, though. So we're at the fuels again. Looks like a blend corber going in. Oh, good Soviet grenade right there. Siberians are present again, armed with SKSs and a DPM. P-60s. Notice that the Volksturm is starting to be armed with more equipment. Volkssturmgewehrs as an example. Let me just check if I am recording. I want to be entirely sure, and I am. Looks is causing trouble here for the Siberians. Looks like another 85 Su-85 is coming out for the Soviets. T-60 will now probably be a threat because... Oh, Panzerwerfer shots! Propaganda tanks has gone for a Panzerwerfer, rocket-based German half-track artillery. Take out the T-60. But the 85 Ace is still present. Only 2 Volkssturm squads left. Not a lot of them. Veterans are trying to fight here over the southern fuel. They will win that engagement handily, I think. Yeah, cover to cover fight, that scoped STGs will beat those guards. And then they did. Su-85 on the field again. Once a Ricky rushed out to grab the DPM. Oh, they just came behind cover. Okay. Oh, he did want to grab the DPM. There we go. So it's pushing northwards. Oh, Germans are lacking in munitions for anti-tank weapons. All the DPMs are just cutting down the German troops. Hauptsturmführer present here now for the Waffen-SS. Aufklar arriving for the Wehrmacht, probably to try and stop any more sneaky attempts by the Soviet guards, which are actually dead at this point. So we just have a Siberians instead. And Siberians will completely counter the Aufklar because they can spot them. Because the Siberians are considered recon. Oh! Good artillery shot there. But the Siberians are considered recon infantry. And recon infantry can detect hidden units. So the Soviets are going for the cutoff point. Panzergrenadiers do only have the Panzerknacker armed, so that could be a problem. Good thing the Su-85 has like no anti-infantry capability. It has no machine guns or anything of that thing. It only has a high explosive shell. Another Su-85, okay. Su-76 on the southern flank again. Never a weapon to be underestimated, in all honesty. So the Soviets can capture the north again. Stuka bomb going in here. That's gonna decapture the point. Oh, does the Siberians capture faster? Oh, it might be an ability is activated, I think. Panzerwerfer is probably preparing for another barrage. He just needs a target. Pioneers are coming out for the Wehrmacht. Probably to take up. Good Panzerwerfer shots, destroying the truck. 85 Ace is still present though. Yeah, looks like the Wehrmacht... Oh, we have a Tiger Ace arriving for the Waffen-SS. A unit you can only have one at a time and has a long cooldown. Basically just a Tiger tank that arrives with 4 veterans and has a few unique quirks. Like a high explosive incendiary shrapnel round. So, pretty deadly stuff. Lots of flares coming out. Very smart. Keep an eye on the Soviets. Is the Tiger is gonna fight on the north? It's gonna run into another 85 though.
Su-85 under attack. Su-85 combat ready.
We need to be careful. Because I'm pretty sure the, yeah, you know it's there. They can hear it through the fog of war. I'm pretty sure the Siberians have kind of relayed that what they're facing. Even the 85 Ace is moving northwards. By taking some shots. That's a Stuka. That's a lot of bombardment for that fuel point. Wonder what the Soviets are gonna do. Looks like you're gonna see the tank division gonna take up at some point. Probably to get T-34-85s or IS-2s. We also have a second Tiger tank coming. This one for the Wehrmacht. So I guess instead of taking up, the Wehrmacht player is just gonna double down on Tiger tanks instead. Then we'll have two Tigers, a Tiger Ace and a normal Tiger. That's a lot of heavy firepower. Because the Siberians though are causing trouble. Tiger tank is gonna reveal itself. There's an H-85 ready. Oh. H-85 is pulling back. Good, wise call. It didn't penetrate first time. Long range shot. No, that's a shrapnel shot going in. Overshot a bit. Looks like the Red Air Force is keeping eyes on it though. 85A is going in for a shot. Oh, he needs to be careful. Oh, Tiger did not penetrate. Why is that firing? Oh god, he's not ordered it to fire. He's ordered it. Oh, he got a good shot off there. Yeah, that's gonna force the Ace to pull back. Oh, we have some Volksturm Panzerjägers here.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
They might Panzerknacker the Su-85. Looks like they will. That's just gonna leave the Ace around. Yeah, apparently Mura has never fought a Panzerknacker. And the Ace is in trouble. Yeah, that Tiger, double Tiger now. Oh god. That building is gonna catch fire. So artillery being called in though. Oh, Panzergrenadiers are suffering. But the Tigers remain operational. Panzerwerfer firing. Probably a little bit of a wasted shot in all honesty. Wait, the conscripts can be armed with Panzerfaust if you're tank destroyer? Wow. That's a really cool little thing. Second Ace arriving. Volksturm would probably have won that if they weren't, you know, suppressed by the DPM. MD-08 opening fire. Oh, good shot. They're dazing the Tiger with the small AT gun.
One of our emplacements is under attack. Engineers ready for
Oh,
assignment.
I think those Volksturm are Vegetive 5, so with Hauptsturm viewer support, that's gonna make them exceptionally lethal. Especially Volksturm givers.
AT gun is ready for combat.
More AT weaponry coming out for the Soviet Union. The Tiger Ace is ready to fight again though.
Jawohl. Volksgrenadier, ready for action.
Artillery going in on these Soviet positions on the southern flank.
Taking effective fire.
I think the Germans might be able to hold this city at this rate. The Tiger is wasting its cannon shots on infantry is probably not the wisest move. Stuka going in here. Likely to cut off the Soviets. Ah, they're still connected. Stuka on an northern flank too, though. Red Air Force moving in, keeping an eye on that Tiger. Oh, AT-gun's getting penetrating shots, even if they don't do much damage. Very brutal fight here. Looks like the Soviets are finally taking up. The Soviet tank division are finally taking up to get heavier stuff. But they lack the fuel currently. That's it, the Volksturm are suffering heavy losses. Wait, if I does need to be careful. A Tiger tank with a good penetrating shot will take it out. Oh, I think the Tiger might be going in for a kill. Oh, no penetration from the issue. It's like a fuel drop going in for the Soviet Union here. Probably to try and quickly go for an IS-2 if they can. Depends on how much fuel they get. Oh, immobilized Tiger tank on the northern flank. That SU-85 is doing a good job. It's hurting it. Oh, it actually was the Panzerfaust. That Tiger's practically taken care of. But of course, can the Germans save it? And how much will they throw away to save it? Artillery going in. The Soviets have not grabbed their fuel yet. Command looks down again. This SU-85 is getting a lot of veterancy. Panzerwerfer opening fire, probably in an attempt to try and save the Tiger. They don't do enough damage. Len Corporal going in to try and obscure it.
SU-85 combat ready.
Tiger is trying to move on the southern flank. There's not enough yet to stop it. '85 Ace is relocating southwards though. Looks like the Germans might be able to save this Tiger tank. With a lot of effort. Five Ace going for a shot, did not penetrate. He needs to be careful. Oh, no penetration from either side. Tiger tank saved on the northern flank. Oh, and 85 aces down from a single shot from the Tiger Ace. IS-2 being prepared. But I think at this point it might be a little too late. Yes, that's what I think. And all the Sturmgewehrs is just mowing through the Soviet troops now. Stuka going in at the cutoff point. The fuel cutoff point, or the munitions cutoff point rather. And having no munitions is a very bad thing in Spearhead. The Stuka going in. This looks like calling in the Stuka. Maybe artillery being called in by a major, I think, in this area. Because there might be just been a single shot. And the Northern Soviet flank lacks anything to stop this Tiger. They did immobilize though thanks to an AT rifle shot. Oh, Panzerfaust on it too. I don't think the Soviets can do anything to stop it. We do have an IS-2 arriving though. Soviet heavy tank named after Stalin himself. Made to be a breakthrough tank to break through heavy German defenses. Can also battle it out with the German heavy tanks. Like, it's probably one of the few heavy tanks that can actually stand toe-to-toe to a Tiger. Even a King Tiger, potentially.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
But he needs to be careful, because if it wasted shot... Okay, he wasted a shot, and that's going to allow the Tiger to get his shot off. Didn't penetrate. Heat shot being loaded.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Did not penetrate. French SS moving up. I think the Tiger is going to win. Yeah, IS-2 down.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
And there we go, the Soviets are pulling back. The Germans managed to hold this part of the city. That was a brutal engagement. And I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye bye!